Good morning, children. Welcome to science class. Children, today we'll discuss chapter 2, that is nutrition in animals. Children, already we have finished in the class. Okay, different ways of taking food, digestion in humans. What is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, okay, egestion, tongue, teeth, then salivary glands. Okay, up to salivary glands we had finished in the class. Now we'll see food pipe or oesophagus. Okay, the other name of oesophagus is food pipe. So after the food is swallowed, it moves down through oesophagus to the stomach. Okay, after the mouth, the food goes to the stomach by the food pipe, and that food pipe is known as oesophagus. It runs along the throat and the chest. The oesophagus contracts and relaxes in the rhythmic fashion to facilitate the forward movement of food. Okay, this is the oesophagus figure. Here food slowly moves towards the stomach. Then next, stomach. Our stomach is a J-shaped bag-like structure made of muscles. The stomach muscles churns the food with gastric juice secreted by inner lining of the stomach wall. So in the stomach, one juice is secreted, that is gastric juice. It also secretes mucus and hydrochloric acid. Mucus protects the lining of the stomach. Who protects? Mucus protects the lining of the stomach. Gastric juice breaks down protein in simpler substances. The hydrochloric acid kills the harmful bacteria present in food and makes the medium stomach acidic for digestive juice to act. So the medium of the stomach is children acidic, and most of the food is digested in stomach. The semi-solid paste of the food then goes to the small intestine. So next part is small intestine. Here the small intestine is a long coiled narrow tube about 6 meter to 7 meter in length below the stomach. It is the longest organ of the body. So children, you remember the longest organ of the body is small intestine. Digestion of all the components of the food gets completed here. So almost all digestion is completed where? In small intestine. And the end products are ready for the absorption. Here the partially digested food gets mixed with digestive juice secreted from pancreas and liver. So one juice is secreted from the liver, and children, you remember the liver is the largest gland of the body. So longest organ is small intestine and largest gland is liver. It secretes bile juice. Who? Liver secretes bile juice that is stored in the gallbladder. The bile helps in the digestion of fats. The pancreatic juice secreted by the pancreas changes carbohydrates, fats and proteins into simple forms. Carbohydrates break into glucose, fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids. Okay. Then comes to next page. The nutrients present in the digested food are then absorbed by the finger-like projection called villi. Here children, you can see the figure. This is villi. This is villi. This is small intestine. Okay, coil-like structure. This is our total stomach. Okay, and this is large intestine. So singular form of villi is villus, on the inner wall of the small intestine. So villi is present inner wall of the small intestine, not outside. The villi increase the surface area for absorption. Villi contains blood vessels. The digested food passes through the thin walls of these blood vessels and enters the blood streams. The absorption of various nutrients present in the digested food into the bloodstream through membranes is called absorption. The absorbed nutrients are then taken to all the cells of the body by the blood. So through blood, all the nutrients are circulated throughout the body. In the cells, glucose breaks down into carbon dioxide and water with the help of oxygen, and energy is released. The incorporation of the absorbed nutrients into the cell components to get energy is called assimilation. So what is assimilation? The absorbed nutrients into the cell components to get energy. This process is known as assimilation. The undigested food, called the waste, moves from the small intestine to the large intestine. Okay. Now we will see what is the function of large intestine. The large intestine removes most of the water from the waste by absorption. The almost solid waste is then sent to the rectum, which is the last part of the digestive system. This wet solid waste called feces leaves the body through anus. This process of throwing the solid waste out of the body is called egestion. So clear children, up to large intestine, one by one we will see. Okay, first we will see what? First we will see mouth. Okay, after mouth we will see food pipe or esophagus. After food pipe or esophagus, we go through stomach, then small intestine, then large intestine. Now we will see digestion in grass-eating animals. Grass-eating animals means, children, you know what? This cow, buffalo, okay, goat, these are grass-eating animals. The grass these animals eat is rich in cellulose. Cellulose is a type of carbohydrate which cannot be digested by humans. The plant-eating animals digest their food in two types or two steps. Their stomach is divided into 4 chambers. Okay. That is, first one is rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. Next we will see, first of all half chewed food is swallowed and it then goes from mouth to the rumen, which is the first chamber of the stomach. Already I told you, 4 chambers. So first chamber is rumen. Here it is acted upon the bacteria. These microorganisms digest the cellulose. This half digested food goes to the second muscular chamber. Okay, that is the reticulum. From the reticulum, the food is sent back to the mouth. Okay, so from second chamber, the food sent back to the mouth is curd to be chewed again. Chewing of the curd is called rumination, and such animals are called ruminating animals or ruminants. So cows, goat, buffalo, sheep and bisons are some examples of ruminating animals. The rechewed food is swallowed for the second time. After passing the first two chambers of the stomach, it enters the third chamber, the omasum. Okay, so children, first chamber is rumen, second chamber is reticulum, and third one is what? Omasum. Here the food is further broken down into smaller pieces and finally enters the fourth chamber, the omasum. The abomasum is the true stomach. Here all enzymes act upon the food and digestion is further carried on the completed in the intestine. So through four chambers digestion will be completed. After digestion and absorption, nutrients from food are taken to the cell and all parts of the body. The cell oxides the food to release energy. The undigested food is thrown out. Then nutrition in amoeba. Children, you know amoeba is a unicellular organism and it is a microscopic also, means very small in size. Amoeba engulfs tiny particles of food with the help of its false feet. Means false feet means pseudopodia. Pseudo means false and podia means foot or feet. They have no digestive system. Okay. The pseudopodia close to form a small cavity called food vacuole. The food vacuole moves around the cytoplasm. Here the digestive enzyme helps in the breakdown of the food into simpler and soluble molecules. The digested food is then absorbed and assimilated and the amoeba grows in size. So children, here you see this is the first process. Here food is here, then slowly it cover the food through pseudopodia. Already it cover and slowly it engulf the food and digest. And the undigested food is thrown out through the cell membrane. Okay. So this is about your chapter nutrition in animals. Children, this one is very important chapter. You read this chapter properly and also learn is the key points. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.